Hi, I'm Christine Allocca. I'm a mother of two, and they are twins, and they're 2.5 years old, and they're actually completely different, so I feel like I got very lucky. And of course, they're very active. So when you have 2-year-olds that are the same age, doing the same things at the same time, you really need something to do with them pretty much every day, every hour. So I just spend my days with them, and I try and find activities, and I found We Rock. A friend of mine also has twins, and she had mentioned that this place was opening up, and I live right down the street. So I came in and first met the owners, John and Gail, which were very nice from the start. They were very warm, very family environment, which is really good because when you bring your kids in somewhere, you want a place like that. You want it to be where, you know, you're welcome and your kids are excited to go. And it's not just a business. And that started off on the right foot. And then we came in, and for me to be in a place with twins and have it gated off where there's a lot of activities for them to do, and I can come by myself, was a huge plus. So I've been coming ever since they opened because of that. Well, my one daughter ran right over to the arts and crafts section, grabbed a marker, and never let go of it. And that was kind of like her signature thing every time I brought her here. And my other daughter, she just really liked to just kind of roam. She liked her freedom. She was a little more independent. And they were 1.5 years at that stage. So I didn't have to be on top of them like I was at a park. I was able to just kind of sit back and let them explore and let them find different things to do. And it was good because there was an arts and crafts section, but then there's also like the trampoline and there's the slide. So there's more activity other than just one or the other, because they're in an environment that is smaller and it's not just a park outside. They can make friends, and I can talk to other mothers, and they can, you know, interact with different kids. And We Rock is a place that does cater to special need kids, and you know, that's life now. And you know, I really want my kids to be able to play with kids that not only, you know, are their age, but maybe a little bit older, maybe younger. They understand that there's babies crawling around, and they understand that you know, there might be a child that's on the spectrum, and to understand like that's somebody you can play with too, and that's really important to me and my husband. I've been to Monkey Joe's, and you know, you walk in and it's, you know, you fill out a piece of paper, you go in, and the kids kind of go crazy. When I come in here, it's, hi, Olivia and Lyndon, like always. It's always been calling my kids by their first name, never forgetting who we are. You know, always remembering if I tell them a story, they always follow up with me every time I come in. And that is so important for me as a mom, bringing myself somewhere that I just know my kids are loved, that, you know, the people like us, the owners like us, and we get along, and the kids can come in and just continuously enjoy different activities. What I found was that even at 1.5 years to now, they develop different toys and different interests. So they might have started out, you know, safely in the craft section, but then now they're moving over to the trampoline more, and they just keep rediscovering things here. And that's something that I love. So the volunteers have been awesome with helping out with crafts and, you know, playing on the trampoline with them and doing the zip line, because as a mom, like, I'm constantly doing the zip line, so to have one of the volunteers do it for me is pretty awesome. So it's been, you know, they really help out, and it's really good that they have, you know, some people that can come in and help with a fun energy. Again, like, I can't stress enough, it's such a great place to come where you just feel like you can just kind of hang back as a mom and watch your kids play with all the stuff and just interact with all different kids, and you also get to communicate with other moms, where sometimes at the park everybody's spread out. We're here, you know, you get to just talk to each other and then watch your kids develop and grow. Sisters has a new son. I always say, well, guess what? You're going to be going to We Rock because it's a great place to bring your kids. So I really do. I want to say thank you so much from Dustin and I, and from Olivia and Lyndon, since this, I don't want to get teary-eyed, here it comes. But from the beginning, again, you've been so warm and gracious, and always just been so good to my kids, and always saying, like, you guys are part of the family, and that has just been stood out to me more than any place I've ever gone, and how much we really appreciate that. I mean, a lot of what I'm always going to look back on is what I did at this stage, and to have a memory of two people like them who created this for their son, and this came from their heart, you know, to do something like this for kids that have these special needs, and then open it up to parents like me, really says a lot about their character and who they are. And I can't thank them enough, you know, for just being so gracious to us.
Thank you for taking the time and watching our video. Please, if you know someone that lives with ASD in their home and these people feel that there is no place for their child, tell them to watch this video, subscribe to our channel. Please visit the gym and they'll see there is a place for their child. There is a place for them. Thank you for watching.